Well, I'm Noam Persky. I'm the CEO of JamesList. Before I get started, I wanted to thank Marco, and I think we should give him a big round of applause for pulling this off together. Yeah. Nice job for one-man band. Really, I'm impressed. I have the luxury of working with things that nobody needs, but that lots of people want. Lars Hendricks, who's one of our investors, says that they are a fantastic hedge against inflation, so some people might need them, and maybe that's why he's invested. But we are a marketplace online for things that usually aren't transacted online. So from $50 million Gulfstreams to $5,000 Rolexes. It's a very, 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 very odd time in this particular end of the market, regardless of whether you look at yachts or jets or cars or watches. We're in a world where generally luxury sales are down by a tremendous amount, but there are parts of the market that are doing very, very, very well. And I'm not going to run through all of this. And this goes for each of the categories that we work in, from classic car auctions to exclusive timepieces. And what we're seeing really is that there's a tremendous shift to value. And this means lots of different things to lots of different people. Value to someone might be finding the best possible financial deal on a product, being able to brag about doing a tremendous deal on a new car, or finding the exact timepiece that they want, a very, very specific, very custom piece that's unique. And in areas where value is important, the internet is fantastic. And that's why we started JamesList. JamesList is really focused on three things. One, building a platform of trust. We only have authorized dealers. No private individuals sell via our platform. We work with big global brands, and so it's important for our site to be gorgeous, work well, and for it to be an environment that the brands and the dealers can trust. We're bringing transparency to a market that's not particularly transparent, which is something that I think the internet is wonderful at doing. And we're broad in scope from day one. Another really, really, really important piece if you're going to look at a global niche. So we're broad in scope from categories. We work across the entire luxury lifestyle instead of being in a particular vertical of cars or watches or jets. We're also broad geographically and have dealers from around the world. So where are we now? We have 40,000 things up for sale on JamesList for a combined value of somewhere in the region of 5.5 billion euros. These come from 400 dealers in 44 different countries. Some of these dealers have 360 cars in a wonderful showroom in Singen, Germany, or small watch dealers with 3-4 unique timepieces. And they all list them on our platform. Now, there are numbers in the millions and hundreds of millions of visitors that have been thrown around today. We reach a few 100,000 each month. We care about reaching the right few 100,000. So we launched the site in January, reached 225,000 visitors a month now, but those visitors generate a significant amount of business to our dealers. Now, this business doesn't happen online. You don't buy a yacht by clicking a buy button. We know that. What we do is we create referrals. We create business for our dealers. We send them people that are interested in very, very specific products. The interesting thing is that 80% of our visitors look across categories. They find us because they're looking for a watch or a jet, or they're dreaming about a yacht, but they end up putting in an inquiry for a car. And that's really important because it proves what we're trying to do, which is create an ecology for a very, very specific segment. If we look at the inquiries that run through our systems, the median inquiry is for about 60,000 euros. And this, keep in mind that this can go from a few $1,000s of a watch to a multi-million-dollar jet. And the jets actually do move, which is really interesting. We had a dealer who put up 5 jets that he was brokering, a couple of Gulfstreams, an Airbus A318, and a few other planes. On a Friday, on Monday, Qatar Airways contacted him, was interested in his Airbus because they're renewing part of their fleet. So where do we go from where we are now? One, branch out, of course, into new places. JamesList.cn is up now, but will be launched in early next year. Moving into other platforms, of course. This is stuff that you want to find and show to your friends and brag about, and iPhones are a great place to do that. So in the next 2 weeks, we'll be launching an iPhone app. We have a fantastic new service coming up online next week. I don't know how many of you fly private or have been part of the NetJets world and the fractional timeshare piece. What we're doing is something very, very, very different. We've hooked up into the platform that all the jet brokers around the world use and are giving you real-time pricing. This is a search for a flight tomorrow from London to Geneva, and it shows you exactly what it will cost you, how long it will take to fly private on the spot market. and we can get prices that are better than anything out there, which is a fantastic thing to do to bring transparency to something that is as opaque as the private jet market. Categories, of course. We'll be moving into real estate quite shortly. There's lots of other fun stuff you can do if you have consumers that look cross-category and are very wealthy and generally like nice things. So we'll be doing that. Basically, what we're looking to do in the next year is to own this space. I'm not interested in 1% of a multi-billion-dollar global market. I'm interested in owning this particular niche, which is the very, very, very high end of the internet users. And I think we're on our way to doing that. So thanks.